I know these drivers look really calm and cool and collected. They're anything but on the inside. There's nothing more intense than getting ready to start the Daytona 500.
Hey, Jeff, you're going to be the part of a top three Hendrick start today. Hendrick start.
Oh,
you got your teammates behind you.
I do. It's unbelievable. I didn't script that or plan that, but hey, we've got a Hendrick front row. They're going to be tough to beat today.
All right, now this year,
hey,
we have...
Tony Stewart just came.
It's smoke.
He's already trying to take my job.
Tell him to get in the back seat. Get in the back seat.
Hop in.
No, I'm good. I'll sit on pit back so I can't crash.
200 miles per hour.
You know, I'm finally having some fun at the racetrack. You know, we had some good runs at Sonoma last weekend, and looking forward to being at Kentucky.
I didn't think she was going to do it, did you?
I didn't think she'd do it either.
I didn't think she would.
I'm pretty sure she did it.
She did it, though.
Hey, Southern 500, baby. Things happen. That's right. Things happen.
Things happen.
You know,
I just wish I could have punched him in the nose instead of the helmet.
Harv, settle down, son. Settle down. I know it got ugly last week, but it got really ugly today in the media center. You guys were not holding back. You were going after each other, everything but punches.
Well, he's not going to get in a punching contest because he's scared of that. So it's where I was brought up, you know, if you're going to do stuff like that, you're going to have to get out and defend yourself. So you know how that stuff is.
And this is the honest truth. On Tuesday, he asked me if he could take a ride to the racetrack, which is common.
He said, yeah, no problem, and I double-checked and made sure that we were 8:30 Friday morning and everything was good.
And then since Tuesday, we've added some media to this morning, did a couple things out front, and so my PR guy, Mike Hogue, moved takeoff time to 8 o'clock.
And I showed up before 8:30, and his truck was there and the airplane was gone, so I knew I was in trouble at that point.
And I forgot about Ryan.
But we were good, and he just honest mistake, I guess, forgot it.
I think he got a ride, so that was unfortunate for sure.
Today is America's Best, if that's what you want to call it. Tackle the tricky road course here at Infineon Raceway.
You're looking at the Hollywood Hotel, where usually you'll find some famous former driver, maybe a famous former crew chief, and some other guy hosting the pre-race show.
But frankly, we're tired of them, so we've taken over for a while. Good afternoon. I'm Kevin Harvick, and he's Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Junior, have you figured out how to conquer this place yet?
Well, I'm still looking for that shortcut that I think Gordon and them guys are taking, but it's getting better. We're running a little bit better this weekend than we had here in the past, but just looking around here, I've been finding some interesting stuff. Super Hold hairspray. I wonder who this is.
I think Hammond and Myers, they comb each other's hair.
Yeah, this is what you don't see off the camera.
Right. They got any makeup down there?
No, but I did find a hairbrush that was full of hair. It must be Hammond's.
It's a small brush.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, sure they use that for their head?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
What is it exactly that you look for in a car when you come to this road course?
Man, I don't know.
Perfect timing, Glenn.
Hey, if you guys want to know who the character is in the garage area, there he is.
Two fastest guys here are with Steve.
Oh, I'm interviewing Jamie McMurray? Am I getting your paycheck,
This is live right now.
Oh, are we live?
Yes, we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Jamie McMurray, you are second on the board. Tell me about your Bass Pro Shops, what is it, a Chevrolet? Tell me about it.
Chevy. Are we really doing the interview right now?
No, it's live
This is
right
real?
now.
Well, Brad, I thought my car felt really good, and actually Bono came over to me and said that you thought your car felt really good. Well, also. Well, we've had 2 days to work on it, and we actually got it pretty good, I thought, in race trim. I had it run a little higher than I wanted to, but I felt pretty good about it.
Very good. How about the wind? I hear the wind tomorrow is going to be really crazy. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know about you, but for me, the wind was so bad last night, my motorhome, it woke me up. I thought a storm was coming through, and I actually looked outside, and it was fine. It's just the wind was blowing really bad. So it's hard to explain to people in TV land what it feels like, but the wind is really heavy.
Oh, do we have to finish this? Well, great job in the Bass Pro Shop, Chevy. My Merlot Dodge was great. Thank you.
You crushed it.
Yeah, Steve, tell him he passed the audition.
I've got a bunch of radios on my britches, and it's making them hang pretty low, but I'm going to just make my way up here to Denny Hamlin. Hey, Denny Hamlin, Michael Waltrip, Fox Sports on TV. Do you want a taco?
He spilled it on the car. That's great.
Oh, it's all over the car.
They work on
Now
what are you going to do? On a paint job all week.
Can I still get a ride home?
No, you're not getting a ride home. Sorry.
I don't think Denny wants to take. Denny doesn't like him anyway.
How y'all doing?
He was 13th in this practice session, much more comfortable. However, you know Brad Keselowski's going to try and get everything he can out of this machine. And you know Tony Stewart, if you guys could see what's happening behind me, there is B-roll. Tony Stewart is messing with me. So now you see, it's all live right here on NASCAR. This is why they call it NASCAR Live. Tony Stewart got awfully warm behind me, and of course everyone in the garage is laughing about that. But no doubt, at least we can make fun of ourselves. I'm totally cool with it. I know he wouldn't put my life in danger here in the garage area, but we know everyone's going to be watching Brad Keselowski to gain some ground and Tony Stewart to see what he's up to, Johnny.
It's always fun. Now, Wendy, through the magic of television, we're going to have a reaction shot.
Hey, what is Napa know-how? What is that? Is it a Gecko or a Geico?
What you get when you go to Napa to buy parts.
What do teammates talk about when they're just standing here waiting? Are you the voice of the commercial for the Gecko thing? It's not that hard. You can talk like that.
I feel old right now, to be honest with you. I remember you as this little tiny kid. Here, let me get down here.
No, you don't have to do that. Can you teach me how to do a backflip? But you don't look that old.
Well, I really appreciate that. Carson, you can do a backflip.
I can do a backflip on a trampoline. I just can't do it on ground because of the whole gravity thing.
Now you're like this big adult carrying a microphone. What's happened?
I just growed up. It happens. Okay, well, I'm done with you. I need to go talk to someone famous.
Jimmy, I know you and Jeff both do a lot with charity. We showed a couple of weeks ago your bowling tournament raised a lot of money. And Jeff, is it true that somebody has a chance now to win a Corvette from you?
It is. You know, we're going to raffle off a brand new, well, fairly brand new, a couple thousand miles on it right now, Chevy Corvette Z06. That was my own personal.
Jeff, turn around real quick. There's some annoying fan behind you.
Imagine that. That's a big surprise. I'm sure that won't be the last of that today either.
Win number 91, Kyle, and you had said that you would stop racing this series full-time once you reached 100. Does it kind of feel like the countdown is on?
I know for all the fans it is, so...
BK, are you there? Congratulations, my friend.
I'm here.
You are the
Where you at, bud?
I'm right here having a good time hanging out and thinking about how happy
You're not
you must
having
be.
as good a time as I am, Dave.
No question about that.
I'm on my phone, and I was checking some Twitter.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple beers.
We heard.
And life has been good.
Hey, listen, your uncle was racing Winston Cup before you were born. Your dad raced in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Oh, wait. Well, Dave.
Have we lost you?
It wasn't Sprint Cup back then. It was Grand National. Remember, I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that. Your dad was...
It would look super good. Awesome in that Daytona USA over there. That would be a new
Hey
showroom
Michael,
floor.
here's what I want to ask you. Now, we know Clint Boyer gave Michael Waltrip Racing 3 wins, second in the points last year. But did you ever think you would hire a driver that said a few years ago
Thanks,
you might
Larry.
be the worst driver on earth?
Larry, you can't
Hey,
do
look at
that.
Jeff Burton go around that racetrack. Come on, Jeff.
Michael Waltrip is the worst driver